Yo, I just saw your video that you made. Like, obviously, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm still going to rant about DT, but I'm going to pretend when I do my rants and stuff, I'm going to pretend that your video never happened, right? But I would like to ask you, first things first, like, is this a troll job or are you for real, right? Is this serious? And like the furry thing, you're saying basically you're in the closet, right? Well, now you're out of the closet, which is who cares, right? Um, the diaper thing, I just realized now that there actually is an adult diaper community, so I can see that. So I just want to know, like, were you trolling or were you being serious? Because I'm actually.
Well, well, well. Aren't we discovering some true revelations going on this week? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my final video of 2023. And, yeah, I got some things I want to say. So, you just heard that clip. That was a direct message that Slotham sent to me. Okay? After I had put out that video, pouring my heart out, completely 100% my genuine feelings. That was all true. None of that was a troll job. So there's your answer, Slotham. It was not a troll job, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. I don't know how me telling people that I like to wear diapers is a troll job, but anyway, you guys did exactly what I expected you would do. I pour my heart out for the world to hear. I put out all of my flaws, all of my quirks, my weirdness, I guess. And you immediately everybody in the snake community immediately distances themselves from me and starts shitting on me. Starts razzing me, insulting me, this, that, and the third. And I find that interesting because, first off, here's the thing. Retro gaming community. Not to throw level 1 under the bus, but I mean, let's use him as an example here. If this is the retro gaming community, level 1 spends more time on alt accounts than on his main channel. Okay, so I'm just putting that out there. If we're gonna call it the retro gaming community, where's the gaming videos? I mean, I've been putting out a lot of gaming content. I just wanted to put this out there first and foremost, right? Since you wanted to start it off with retro gaming community. What retro gaming community? I gotta give Keith a little credit here. He kind of seems like he wants to move on. I hear that he's doing some gaming channel or something, and even though people are still egging him on, trying to get him back into the drama, it seems to me like he's trying to move on. He wants to move on. Because for a while now, he's just been doing his live streams. Now, in order to get more attention, and bear with me here, in order to get more attention, he's, putting other people's names in the titles and he's engaging with the audience because nobody really cares about people just playing video games at the end of the day. Like, let's just call a spade, right? But you guys, the snakes, are really, morally, you are no better than the rats. Now, you got your lives together more than the rats. I'll give you that. But morally speaking, you guys have proven yourselves to be no better. So, have you guys tried, like, being nice? Just a question. I mean, you discover something about somebody and you immediately have to, just kind of pile on to them. Like, I mean, let's use Slotham for an example. This dude comes on here every single day, making video after video after video after video after video on Keith. Okay? and I know why that is. I know that he's just trying to give Keith like a taste of his own medicine, right? Because he used to do it to 8-bit Eric. But at what point do you just say enough is enough? What are you really proving by making video after video after video? And I know you want to claim, oh, it doesn't really take me that long. Dude, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, another 10 minutes there. You know, that adds up. I mean, that 15 minutes that you spent doing this video, you could have been spent doing something productive or something positive instead of just shitting on people that already don't have a lot to live for to begin with. I don't want to go through my life shitting on people that don't really have anything to begin with. But it kind of bothers me that this guy also makes videos, you know, calling people that are impressionable. Maybe they're following the wrong crowd. And he's an impressionable autistic young man. I believe his name is Rabbit Dude. I've never talked about him. I don't know anything about him really. But you want to call him a short bus riding autistic prick. His words, not mine. It's really no wonder why someone like that thinks you guys are complete assholes and that the rats have the right idea. Neither side is right in this situation. Both sides have done a lot of bad shit. This is why I'm glad, I'm happy that I've been quote unquote kicked out of the Snake Army. This shit is so fucking stupid. You guys take this way too serious. Like, I know you guys want to pretend like it's a joke and this and that, but like, you guys spend a lot of time on this. Like, okay, even just like the 15 minutes for the video, right? But then you also have the thumbnail you have to make, and you're doing like multiple videos a day now. And it's like, you're just talking about the same thing over and over and over again. You're saying the same exact things. And credit where credit is due, Cyan comes on here and pours his heart out, apologizes for the wrong that he's done, and you guys did exactly what I asked you not to do. You start shitting on him and harassing him. I asked you, just don't harass others. Don't bother other people. Let them say what they want. Don't start a fucking flame war, essentially. And then, you know, and then you guys just go ahead and do that anyway. You know, I can tell that the rats, if you want to call them the rats, right? The rat army or whatever. I can tell that they don't have a lot going for them in life. They're clearly miserable people. A lot of them are on drugs, right? And I think the drugs are like a coping mechanism. Now, I'm willing to admit, maybe my diaper thing, maybe that's a coping mechanism for me. I think the diapers are a far better coping mechanism than drugs or alcohol or whatever. But you guys just attack everybody for, I guess, being different, being a little weird or whatever. Now, I know this, let's take a step back, though. Let's go back to where it all began. 2019, Radical Rick, the early days of DT. Back when all this shit first started, because I can't even believe now that I'm thinking about it, I really can't believe it, but it's been almost 5 years of this endless circle of just hatred and just shitting on other people. Like I said, I don't want to live my whole life just doing, like, being an asshole, essentially. Tearing other people down that don't really have anything to live for to begin with. But let's take this step back. Let's go back to 2019. I was thinking about something. Okay, so this whole thing started because Keith used to be a big fan, a huge fan of the Game Chasers, right? He had this little YouTube channel. He was just doing his own thing. I don't know exactly what he was into at the time. I think it was some kind of like music videos or something. He was just doing his own thing. He was a patron for 8-bit Eric. He gave him a considerable amount of money every single month. And then something somewhere along the lines, I mean, this guy's a huge fan. He bought their merchandise. He was a huge supporter. All right. But something happened, some kind of petty squabble started, and 8-Bit Eric ended up banning Darius from the comments section. And he just lost his mind over that. Okay. Eric, I have to ask you a question, okay? And I hope you're watching this. I mean, you watched this video, and I didn't, because I know because you commented on it. I didn't respond because you didn't have anything worthwhile responding to. But let me ask you something. So this guy is a huge supporter. You happily take his money every single month for I don't know how many months on end. You're happily taking his money, but then as soon as some kind of issue starts, you ban him. And this guy is probably just like a worshiper of you. He clearly really looks up to you. Did you try like being nice to him instead? I mean, you already have a successful channel. This guy doesn't have much going for him in life. He's like, "Oh, you know what? I want to be a YouTuber." And he comes on here and he's doing his little videos. He's engaging with your community, supporting your guys' content. You couldn't have maybe helped him out. Maybe been like, "Hey guys, there's this new YouTuber, check him out, blah blah blah." You couldn't have tried maybe being nice to him. I mean, I kind of understand why he just kind of fucking lost it. Now that I'm really thinking about it. I mean, you got this guy who's really looking up to all you guys, and you just shit can him. Just basically toss him to the side as soon as some kind of an issue arises. Now, I will be happy to hear his side of the story, and maybe he can further explain why he banned him. Was it something serious? Right? Was it like did he just suddenly lose it, or what was his reasoning for it? Why did he suddenly have an issue? What was the issue about? I'd love to have some more details about that situation. I really would. Because it doesn't really sound that great from that perspective. You see where I'm coming from? You already got a successful channel, Eric. You already got things going for you. Why couldn't you have helped Keith out with his channel? Maybe try being nice to him. Maybe give back to people that are supporters of yours. You're happy to take their money. So I don't know. I'd love, he's more than welcome to come on here and explain his side of the story. I'd love to have some details on that. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to extend that olive branch because I don't want to fight anymore. Like how long is this going to go on? You got people constantly stirring the pot, and it's just going nowhere. Like you guys are just doing the same things, saying the same things about the same people, trying to tear people down that don't really have much going for them in life to begin with. Like, did you get something out of that? Like, what does that do for you? And then you're bashing these people. It just makes me wonder, like, well, what skeletons are in your closet? Because I easily could have just kept all of that hidden. I easily could have never mentioned it. You guys would never know the weird stuff I was into. You'd have no idea. So, what is the big deal? I like to wear diapers. So what? It's just a different kind of underwear. Right? I just find it comforting. I don't know why. I just do. But oh, we got it. We got a razz on him. Here's somebody who's a huge target. Let's just shit on him. Well, it just makes me wonder, well, what skeletons are in your closet? Because we're all human beings. We are all fundamentally flawed. We all have our quirks. We all have our issues in life. We all have things that we can improve on. Constantly razzing on people is not the way to do it. You guys are going nowhere with it. It's going in circles. What do you gain out of this? Constantly saying the same shit about people, making fun of people for the same things over and over again. I don't want to make fun of people anymore. I don't want to. That's why I put that out there. Now I'm in no position to judge anybody, right? Because I'm a fucking weirdo, right? I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. So I'm sure you guys out there are into some weird shit. And I really question Eric with some of the things I've heard about him. I really got to question some of the things he might be into. But he comes on here and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?" And that's all he has to say. Doesn't say anything else, just what the fuck. Wow, really insightful comment there, Eric. Thanks for your input. I pour my heart out onto the internet and like you guys are just shitting on me. I mean, I can take it, you know. It is what it is. If I didn't think I could handle it, then I wouldn't have uploaded it. But that's why I did it, because I'm a flawed individual. I am not Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm not going to try to be Jesus Christ. I'm going to be me. But this is why I don't want to be a rat or a snake. I just want to be me. Because both sides in this have done a lot of wrong towards each other. Neither side is innocent. You guys are like, you know, I know some people, some of the rats aren't exactly the brightest people out there, and some of them have doxed themselves, like Albert, for example. Albert's a great example of someone in that community who doesn't have anything going for them, really. Multiple DUIs, on drugs, clearly, homeless. I mean, yeah, I could sit here and he'd be a massive target, right? Very easy to make fun of, very easy to crap all over. But why? I mean, honestly, why? Wouldn't you rather build somebody up? If you have more than somebody else, isn't it better to lend a hand and to be nice to somebody instead of tearing them down? I mean, really. Like, let me put it this way. What would happen if Albert just went and ended his life? Honest question. Like, would you guys just laugh at it? Like, let's say somebody said something and it was the last straw for him and he went and he just ended his life. You've essentially, in a way, committed murder. You're sitting here razzing on a guy that doesn't have anything in his life, is hoping as hard as he can to get through his life, and you do that to him. You know, you say something that it finally breaks him. He reaches his breaking point. Maybe he overdoses on drugs or something, and you just killed him. Instead, what you could have done is you could lend a hand to him. Try to help him out. Give him advice. Be nice to him. Instead of crapping all over him, making fun of him. Day after day after day after day after day. You guys are in Slotham's comment section every single day. Shitting on people, making fun of them for whatever you can find on them. Anything, any little thing. I understand that some of these people have, you know, done some bad things. I get that. And maybe you see this as retaliation. But when is enough enough? I get that Slotham wants to have like this, you know, he wants to give Darius a taste of his own medicine. I understand that, but when is enough enough? You're not accomplishing anything. You're not making any point by doing this. All you're doing is proving that you're just as bad as him. At least morally. I know that some of these brats or whatever you want to call them have doxed themselves, and that's their fault, right? But you don't have to go and make an alt account with all of their personal information and start spreading it all over the place. It's not a great look. I know that they've doxed people, the rats. I know they've doxed people too. So you can say, oh, well, it's fair game. Like, well, this is just not the way to do it, guys. And With that being said, I'm really happy that I'm officially banned from the rats and I'm banned from the snakes. This shit is so fucking stupid. So stupid. And I just don't want any part of it. I made my gaming channel at the beginning of the year because I wanted 2023 to be a fresh start. I wanted to do my own content, to just have fun, play games, because that's something I enjoy doing, and just engage with like-minded individuals. But you have people out there that constantly are stirring the pot. People try to drag me back into the drama because I can be an entertaining person. Right? And I understand that really nobody wants to sit down and just watch somebody play games. I do. I mean, I've been on several of Level 1 online streams. Right? So I don't mind checking out people's content like that. But a lot of people don't. They're just like, oh, it's boring. And they just want drama. They just want. I really think that a lot of these people on the snake side are miserable. They just do a better job of hiding their skeletons. I think that maybe there's more going on behind the scenes, because why else are you just sitting here constantly looking for drama, constantly looking to tear others down, when you could just be building somebody up and helping somebody who's in a lower position in life than you? I'm glad I posted that video. It was hard to write the script. It was even harder to film the video, and it was really hard to post the video. That was not a quote-unquote troll job. That was not me making things up. I don't know why you think what do I have to gain from posting that? Honestly, what do I have to gain from that? Absolutely nothing. If anything, I have everything to lose from posting that video. And even against the advice of everybody else, everybody's telling me, don't post it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I swallowed my pride and I did it anyway. And I was really curious. What's going to happen? I was curious. What is the response going to be? And you guys did exactly what I figured you would do. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't. I was kind of hoping I'd be wrong. But you did exactly what I thought you would do. Instantly attack me. Because now my flaws as a human is out there. And I don't even really consider them flaws necessarily. I think they're just quirks. But, my secrets are out there because I let them be out there. I don't want to be secret. I know it's I know people are saying oh, you should keep this private. It's your private life. My private life, I don't necessarily, I consider that a secret life, not really a private life. My private life is things like my name, my address, my phone number, my family. That's my private life. No, but this is a secret life. Other things that I'm interested in, other little quirks, other things I'm into. So I think that's all I got to say for this video. And I sincerely hope that video helps somebody. It got over 1,000 views. So hopefully people out there can just accept themselves for who they are. And I can go into 2024 with a clean conscience. I extended an olive branch. Anybody's welcome to take it or leave it. I hope you can forgive me for the things that I've done wrong. I want to move on positively and peacefully. I want to live my life the way I want. With that being said, you guys take care, and I'll see you in 2024.